Hello, you. Welcome to Palace Fan TV. Very informal start. For Jim and Jay's final say post Liverpool, where Palace won 2-1 at Anfield on Sunday afternoon. I'm Jim Daly, and these are my thoughts on Palace's second win in a row at Anfield, third win in 4 games against Liverpool. It's official. We officially now have a hex over Liverpool. You know, in the 90s, Liverpool always beat us, apart from the semi-final, obviously, 1990. But for most of the time, they dominate us, and now the tables have turned. We are now officially Liverpool's pokey team, and it's fantastic. How good is it for Palace to have a hex over Liverpool and routinely beat them? It is great. Now, Sunday's game was interesting because I actually think over the balance of play, Palace arguably didn't really deserve to win. They played very, very well. We are a hard team to beat. We dug in, we made it difficult for Liverpool. But Liverpool had a lot of the ball. Certainly in the first half, first 15 minutes, Palace came out and played very well. The rest of the half, it was a lot of Liverpool. They had a lot of corners, won a lot of headers from corners. Hennessy pulled off a fantastic save. And I did spend most of the half thinking the goal's going to come from somewhere. It did. Palace actually scored. Yannick Bolasie scored, and then Coutinho equalised. The Bolasie goal was great because it came from Wilf breaking down the right into the middle. Bolasie, who started up front, where we've all said all season he can't really play. And he wasn't fantastic up front all game, but when he was out wide, he was brilliant. It was a very, very good finish from Yannick. Really, really, really good finish. A striker's finish. But he and Wilf, when they were out wide during the game, either when Saka was through the middle or later when Wickham came up and played up top, Wilf and Bolasie were fantastic. They had, last few weeks, they've been up and down struggling. Wilf has shown flashes here and there. Bolasie has struggled. I thought they were both fantastic. We need our wingers to have good games for our system to work. They need to carry the ball out, they need to track back, they need to support the man up top, support the fullbacks. They both did that fantastically. Wilf, for me, was man of the match and had one of his best games. He's really bulking up. He can carry the ball now. His skill is carrying the ball, relieving pressure, but also at the same time turning defence into attack. In the second half, he made a fantastic run down the right. He beat about 3 Liverpool players, held them all off, was powerful, was strong, crossed for Sacco. Sacco hit the side netting, probably should have scored. That is Wilf's game. And he's showing now, certainly on Sunday against Liverpool, that he can really, really be a match winner for Palace. And we've seen it in flashes this season. Yes, come on against Watford was brilliant. Come on against Leicester, almost changed the game. But, this was a real mature performance from Wilf. Using the ball well, tracking back, helping his man, looking for the final pass, beating men when he has to beat men, holding the ball when he has to hold the ball, releasing it when he should do. He's really mature, and that is a huge progress. And Bolasie as well, brilliant to see him back to what he can do. We know he's powerful, we know he's strong. He was using the ball and using his skills in a way that actually benefited the team, rather than last few weeks he's been getting head down trying to beat too many men. It was a good performance from Palace. And over the balance of play, Liverpool probably will feel they deserved a point or something from it. And maybe it's harsh to say that Palace didn't deserve anything because it was a very professional performance. But we were clinical when we needed to be. Bolasie's goal was excellent. Scott Dan's header was very well taken at the second attempt. I actually said to my mate Ben I was sat with, I called we were going to score. I thought Wickham might score the header from that corner, but I called it. Felt like we were going to score. We're a threat from set pieces. And Scott Dan again was just fantastic. I think him and Delaney, it's no surprise that since Delaney's come back into the team. Yeah, Hangeland was fantastic. Look, he's a brilliant squad player, and we've praised him for some of his performances. Watford away, superb. But Delaney and Dan have a connection, and Delaney was superb again. This is a guy that continues to surprise us all, and he was just superb. Made some excellent blocks. He and Dan, they just have a brilliant connection. I thought they were both fantastic. Dan deserved his goal. Liverpool fan, but he celebrated like an eagle, and that was great. Across the pitch and the other places, I thought what was really interesting, and no one really post-match is talking about this, is the midfield 3. Now we know Kabay and MacArthur have got those 2 positions in defensive midfield, but Punch has had one of those seasons where he's kind of not been fantastic, bits here and there. The last 2 games, Man United and Liverpool, Punch, MacArthur and Kabay have really started to work as a 3. And what was great, and this happened against Man United and then Liverpool on Sunday, you see Punch and Kabay switching, so Punch will come deep sometimes, Kabay will go further forward, offer a bit more in number 10. You've still got MacArthur buzzing around doing his thing. They're now working as more of a 3. And I actually think that trio, that triangle, was pivotal to our success on Sunday, because when we did have the ball, they were able to hold it, slow it down, relieve the pressure a bit. And there's some lovely interplay between Punch and Kabay at times. And Punch nearly scored a brilliant shot in the top corner which was a good save from the goalkeeper. But that came from him and Kabay working the ball well, using the space. We're really starting to tick when we have the ball, and that's what's important to Palace. Yes, we're compact and we're hard to beat, but it's when we have the ball to either relieve pressure against us or to create things, certainly on the break, that we're really looking dangerous. And it was good to see Wickham come back. I thought we instantly looked more of a threat going forward, and certainly more presence up top when he came on. He won a few clever fouls, free kicks from the defender, which just relieved pressure at times. It was a very professional performance from Palace all round, and it was a great game to go to. I'd never seen Palace win or even score at Anfield. The only time we'd been before was when we lost 5-0 in the League Cup semi-final 2001. I missed last season the win. I was gutted about that because of work. And when we played in the FA Cup a few years ago and Julian Gray scored, I missed that. I was going to go and I didn't go because of schoolwork, and delighted to be there. The Palace fans are brilliant. Liverpool fans were not so good. The chant, "You must be sick of us," from the Palace fans at the end, with the Liverpool fans streaming out and all the Palace fans in the away end going crazy, and the players clapping us off. It was magical. What a brilliant moment. And I who thought that we would have won again at Anfield? But it was great. And what a sign now. 12 games in, we're 8th. We've got 19 points. This is everything we said at the start of the season we hoped Palace would do, and now they're doing it. We've beaten Chelsea, beaten Liverpool away, taking points off Man United. We're really progressing. If we can keep this up, the sky's the limit for Palace, isn't it? So what a great result. And going into international break, really, I'd rather play again next week and get on with it because we're on a good roll. But this is really good from Palace, and the players deserve praise for digging in, professional performance. A game on the balance of play. They certainly didn't dominate, but hey, this Palace team is always in games and can always win stuff, and is always a threat. So there you go. What a great day it was, and I very much enjoyed it. And yeah, fantastic. So here's Jay from the Eagles Beat with his thoughts on the game. Don't forget to subscribe if you like these videos. Drop a like if you enjoyed it below. Comment with your thoughts. Let's start a discussion in the comments. Who do you think was Palace's best player? I think it was Wilf. But did someone else stand out for you? Where did it win? Did Palace win it for you? And don't forget, we are also on Instagram and we're on Snapchat. We are Snapchatting all the away games. Actually, I Snapchatted yesterday. Unfortunately, Snapchat broke on my phone, so I lost a lot of snaps. So apologies if you were following on Snapchat. But for all away games this season, we will be Snapchatting as well, the away day experience. So don't forget to add us on Snapchat too. So that's it. Here's Jay from the Eagles Beak, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.
Hey guys, welcome back to Palace Fan TV. This is our post-Liverpool review show. And what a result again. We've beaten Liverpool 2-1 at the weekend. Fantastic performance from Palace, travelling to Anfield, and a resurgent Liverpool side. I spoke to a lot of Liverpool fans in the build-up to the game who were very jubilant about Klopp coming in, replacing Rodgers, and things were going to change. As it turned out, it's same old, same old. We still have Liverpool's number, and we have done since we've returned to the Premier League. We seem to keep beating them, other than that FA Cup game they knocked us out of, I think it was, and I think our first game, first season back in the Premier League. But a fantastic result. I have to say, I've said it before, we're set up better to play away from home. Even without a recognised striker, we started the game with Balassi up front, but to be fair, he did his job and scored a goal, and it was a pretty good goal. Finished it very well. Probably lucky that the ball came back to him after some poor defending, but he took it exceptionally well. Balassi and Wilf Wilf was outstanding. Balassi worked well. Sacco started, which was a turn up for a lot of fans, I think. And Punchin, that midfield with Kabay, Punchin, Sacco, Wilf, and it's just a lot of people, and including me, have said it's never going to work. But away at Liverpool, we took the lead, deservedly took the lead. I think both teams were decidedly a little bit dodgy at the back during the game, but it was a great game to watch, I have to say. If anybody wanted to have Premiership football, I think you could say that was a good end-to-end, attack-minded game. And I probably wouldn't be saying that if we'd lost, but I'm exceptionally happy that we beat we beat Liverpool after drawing with United at home. Those two games, you kind of think we'd lost to Leicester, we'd lost to West Ham. Perhaps games on paper we should have a better chance of winning, and then we turn up against United and get a result like we did, and then we go away from home and beat Liverpool. I can't say enough good things about the game. There's plenty of positives. The only downside was we didn't defend particularly well, but neither did they, and they let us in. Scott Dan, a Liverpool fan said to me in one of the podcasts I did for the Eagles Beacon that I was singing his praises, saying He hasn't been called up for England. I'm amazed that he hasn't, considering some of the call-ups that have been made this latest time in particular. But this Liverpool fan said to me, if Liverpool were looking for a centre-back, they would hope that they would go and get somebody better than Scott Dan. Well, I have to say, a bit of the last laugh, seeing Scott Dan scored a winner, being a Liverpool lad himself, the grin across his face was fantastic to see. 82nd minute, we held on and got the 3 points, which going into that international break, I think it's 12 games we've played, on 18 points, by Christmas, we should be pushing that 30-point barrier, which, it's great, and it's a really exciting time to be a Palace fan. I can't say enough about how happy I am about these last couple of games, particularly more about the reaction after the last few games, and losing at City I think is the big thing for me. But yeah, I mean, I think the other flip side of the coin is that this is a Liverpool side that have a new manager. They were hoping to continue their recent good form, and we've kind of gone there again. And beaten them, which it's great. It was a great performance. We beat a Liverpool side. Perhaps they're in transition, but you can't make excuses. This is a side that that were on a bit of a run. Beat Chelsea away, but everybody beats Chelsea away these days. So it's just the downside. We got 2 weeks international break coming up now, but on the plus side, great to see Connor Wickham back, come on as a sub in the second half. But who needs strikers? Certainly not us at the moment. But hopefully we can have some players back fit. Joel Ward missed out. Connor Wickham came back. We've still got the likes of Shamak not playing. And Dwight Gale missed the game through a hamstring